I'm Jeremy Pender. I'm from Florence, Kentucky. I'm trained independently from Florence, Kentucky. I'm in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and striking.
This fighter hails from Florence, Kentucky. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 140 pounds. The Cobra, Jeremy Pender!
Jeremy Pender making his MMA debut. It says here, Dan, his only background's in wrestling, so let's see if that's going to be enough to fend off submission attempts and everything else.
You definitely have to be training in both areas in order to be a more diversified athlete.
My name's Danny Plyler, fighting out of Falmouth, Kentucky. I'm a certified instructor in Rukyo Kempo, Hakasudo Tode Jitsu. I have 3 years Muay Thai kickboxing experience and 2 years jiu-jitsu experience. God bless you.
From Falmouth, Kentucky, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 159 pounds, the hyper-bald guy, Danny Plyler!
Well, Danny Plyler, Dan, I can speak from seeing him in weigh-ins last night. He was a standby. He came, already made weight. He was ready to fight, and he is eager. When you come by a standby, you know you're here to fight.
Well, I talked with Dan a little bit earlier. Ring named the hyper ball guy right now, but he said that he's, I think, 36 or 37 years of age. This is his first mixed martial arts match.
Told me he calls himself the Rudy of the event.
But he's got a Kempo background, wrestling background, boxing background. 7 years in Kempo, 2 years in boxing, and 6 years wrestling. So he does bring a lot of skills to the table. From the Tari Martial Arts team.
Jeremy Pender in the blue corner versus Danny Plyler in the red corner. Josh Rafferty calls him to the center. Touching gloves, here you go. Danny Plyler right off the bat goes after him, touches glove, takes him down. And he is going
and he's on the aggression right now. He's got kind of a half mount. Well, Jeremy's there to pull. Is that full guard? They're going back and forth here.
Goes to full mount. Elected to step out of side mount. You're right, Dan. A lot of times the side mount, it can be a very dominant position. You can use your knees to hold guys' arms down. You can use your knees to strike with. A lot of the time, I don't think guys really utilize the side mount enough.
A lot of them, they do like to post that knee on the rib cage so they can rain down some strikes, stuff like that. But I still like the full body weight coming down. It just controls forearm smashes, knees, elbows. Jeremy doing a good job just holding on Danny Plyler there, keeping him so he minimizes what he's able to do, but still has that head control. So it does. It's kind of doesn't have quite enough. He wants to have just that head alone, but still has a lot of control, at least so that Danny cannot strike him.
Well, for 20 years old, Jeremy's definitely shown a lot of composure, something you'd see if someone that's been in there, not just their debut. Staying very calm.
Also, this actually had, Danny's debut match as well. But a little bit different, 36 years of age.
This is the second time Plyler's had full mount. Let's see if it does something with it this time. Or if Jeremy Pender can get back into a position, he's back into the...
Yep, Dan is able to, at least he's got that one hand free. He's able to run down with a few strikes. There he goes, got both hands free now in a full mount.
And Jeremy's trying to get out. If he can get his heels up out of his armpits, he can get out of this position.
Definitely.
Use his heels to push out.
Definitely very flexible here.
Definitely. I think he's trying to get his heels over his face. No, Danny Plyler's in a position now. He's sitting on his chest, and he's got control of his arms.
Still not, it's not a lot of good control here taking place. So, that's where it is going to be a scramble position. Oh, the referee steps in.
Josh Rafferty stands him up, so let's go for our feet. Here we go. Maybe Josh saw something he didn't like there, Dan, and told him to stand up. And that was a nice little shot that Jeremy Pender threw. He's swinging. Some knees. Danny Plyler with the leg trip.
Both athletes have gone back and forth a great deal here.
We have saw some good submission tonight.
Danny Plyler right back on top here once again in that half guard, half mount position. Strikes and Finishing strong here on this round.
Very strong. We've seen some good jiu-jitsu here, and that's kind of something stereotypical out of the Cincinnati area lately, with Rich Franco out of Cincinnati, he fights out George Gurgel School, and a lot of strong jiu-jitsu schools in the area for people to get in and get themselves educated in the art of jiu-jitsu. And typically, a lot of times in MMA, you see people with strong wrestling backgrounds, and wrestlers are very dominant.
Kind of an interesting story here on Danny Plyler. I mean, basically, last night, he was waiting in line to simply buy a ticket to be at the show, and was able to talk into actually being a competitor or something like that. Now, there's a dedicated man now. Now, not only did he get one of the best seats in the house,
he came to fight, that's for sure.
He says, "You won't regret giving me a chance to do this." So, I mean, this is his dream here right now. So he's living his dream, and he did an excellent showing in that first round. The hyperball guy wearing the red gloves, Danny Plyler,
versus Jeremy Pender, 20 years old, 5'11", 140 pounds, out of Florence, Kentucky. He's been training for a year and 2 months.
Oh,
nice right hand by Jeremy.
Nice job, Jeremy. Jeremy caught him.
Danny kind of walked right into that one. Not only a punch, but there's another left hand right on the chin.
That's where that when you get that chance to take that round and get some coaches stuff like that. Jeremy Pender's on the attack.
Jeremy's got to be careful there. He's slinging those arms around Dan, and his chin's wide open. See a couple slips from Danny here. He might be able to come up with an uppercut, come up with a hook. Change that. There's a knee to the head.
He was waiting. Jeremy Pender was waiting until that other knee came up off the ground right there, so he no longer would be looked upon as a grounded opponent.
Jeremy can straighten those punches up and throw them 1-2s down the middle. Might see a little more effectiveness out of them. They both are fatigued, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and he pulls guard. Danny falling pulls guard. You got to wonder, Danny taking his fight on short notice, what kind of cardio condition he's in for it.
Well, he's been with Val Kempo Chronic for the last 7 years, and Thai boxing for 2 years, wrestling for 6 years.
Nice reversal. Uh-oh. Got the held the heels and used the hips to send him down. Looks like Jeremy's going for some type of ankle lock. A heel hook, maybe. Now Danny's going for an arm bar, and a strange angle for an arm bar. I'm not sure what type of submission background either of them have. And I guess it's over. Danny.
I think that might have been a combination of an armbar fatigue submission that took place. I mean, both athletes just let it all hang on right now. And
I think so.
You got to be, happy for both these athletes. They went out there, they put on an excellent showing. They didn't leave anything behind.
Well, the hyperball guy pulls it off tonight, Dan.
I don't know if next time he'll need to wait in line for that ticket.
I'm William Brooks from Mayfield, Kentucky, representing Watkins Karate. Let's bang, baby.